So today we will talk about how to work with the drop down. Okay, so start date is a drop down. Okay, so if it is a drop down where you can able to see multiple values and you can able to choose one of the value, only one value, and loan type. So conventional, FHA, VA, USDA. So there are multiple values. You can able to select one of them. So how do we work with these drop downs in Selenium? Is what we are going to discuss about in this class today. Okay, so this is the official website for the documentation of Python and Selenium. Selenium-python dot read the docs.io. So this is the official website. I'll share you this link to all of you. So here you can see that if you want to select an item from the drop down, okay, first you need to find out that element. So as I told, if you want to work with any element, if you want to perform the action like click, clear, send keys, select the item. So if you want to work with that element, if you want to perform any action on the element, first you need to find the element. That is the fundamental. So without finding the element, you can't do anything on that element. So first you need to find this element. So finding the element is nothing but you need to find out this element, whatever the element that you wanted to work on, like select or click or whatever it is. Okay, so first you need to find that element, and then you need to create an object for the select class where you need to pass this element. So find element obviously written the element, web element, right? So that web element you have to pass it, and with the variable, the select variable, you can select an item by using index or by using visible text by using value. Okay, so index is nothing but, so the index always starts from 0. So if you want to select January, you have to give 0. For example, if you want to select March, 0 1 2. Okay, so if you give select by index of 2, it will select March. And visible text is nothing but whatever is visible here, whatever is visible here, that is nothing but visible text. Okay, APR, May, June, JUN, June, JUL, July. So whatever is visible here, that is called as visible text. And if you want to select by using the value, you must have to inspect this element. The moment you inspect this element, this particular element has a tag called select. Okay, so every drop down will have a tag name called select. Okay, so select. So what you need to do is you just have to expand this selector. Just click on it. It will be expanded. Okay. So this is the visible text. Jan, Feb, March, April, May. So these are the in between. The text in between is the visible text. Okay. For example, if you want to select May, for the May, the value is 5. So you can select an item by using the value by giving 5. So then it will select May. Okay, so we will work on with all these methods one by one. Okay. Yeah, so let's work on the start date. Okay, so if you want to work on the start date, first you need to inspect the drop down. Yeah, can you inspect that the June drop down? Yeah.
Okay, inspect.
Okay. So always remember the drop down will have a tag called selector. Okay. Let's go to the code. So just keep it somewhere. The entire code is for the mortgage calculator only. Okay. So first you need to find the element. Driver dot find element by dot it's name by dot. So you can see what are the different locators: ID, name, CSS selector, tag name, XPath, class name, link text. Okay. Right now the locator that we have seen is name. comma, and paste the value. So in the very beginning, I told that find element always returns a web element object that you have to keep it in a variable. Okay. So start month element. This you need to pass it to the select class. Okay. Select start month equal to select class, and to the class. Okay. First you need to import this one. Show context actions. Import this name. Yeah. You have to choose selenium.webdriver support. Select. Yeah. This is the right one. Okay. Select. And to the select, you need to pass the web element variable, that is start month element. After that, you can use this the variable select start month. And then, so as I told, there are three ways to select any item from the drop down. One is by using select by index, select by value, select by visible text. Okay. So let's go with select by index. Okay. So if I give 0, as I told, it will select January. If I give 1, it will select February. Let's give 3. Sorry, let's give 2 to select March. Okay. So let's run this code and make sure it select March. Let's make sure that it has selected March. Okay. If you want to select by the other approaches, that also you can try it out. Okay. But you have to choose any one of the approach. Okay. You can't choose all the three approaches. So you can choose any one of the approach. Select start month. Select by visible text. Okay. So the visible text I told whatever is visible. So for example, if I want to select March, MAR is the March. Or you can choose this one. Similarly, if you want to select an item by using value, so you can do by inspecting this element and expanding that select tag. For example, I want to select May or March. Okay, so let's say if I want to select March, the value is 3. The value is 3. Okay, so these are the other two approaches. So you can run this code and see whether it is getting selected or not. So at any point of time, you can choose only one approach. Okay, so you can comment out this one and run this code.